I like old houses because I think if they survive that long, they've been liked and loved by other people. You get beautiful details, you get beautiful craftsmanship, you get beautiful design. This is important for the architect to understand and work with it and amplify what the original architect had done. Hello, I'm Luigi Rosselli, and I'm here in the northern suburbs of Sydney in this wonderful house we just completed. It's a suburb which is perched over Sydney Harbour, pretty old suburb with very ancient houses built during the turn of a century. The reason why we call this house a family heritage is heritage has got a pretty bad name in the sense that people think that if you have a heritage house, you have a house which is very difficult for a modern family to live in. Old, dark, it has too many restrictions. And I thought that to give new life to this house, we had to defeat all these preconceptions. These clients wanted a very simple brief, which is, common in a lot of families, a space for the adults. Another area for the family to gather together around an open plan living space. Some area where it's a bit more reflective, more tranquil. This house, you enter through the front veranda and you arrive into a small atrium which faces a new stair. The stair used to be very steep and hidden, so we opened it up. I also gave some very, very gentle little curve to soften it. You pass through the stairs and there's a hallway we call the hallways with the arches. And they divide the hallway from the television room and the study. It's a very dark, protected room, which is ideal for concentration, working, studying, reading. It is basically a room for reflection. Once you pass through the hallway, you arrive into the main living space, which is an open plan, very relaxed room, which is completely open to the backyard with very large, ultra-tall steel windows. In summer, you can open it completely and the floor flows throughout. It is a room which can expand itself. On the left, you have the kitchen, the pantry, and a kitchen island where you can sit at, like me now. And then you have a dining area and a living space with a fireplace, which is kind of a focus at the opposite end of the room. But it's not centered, it leaves space for artwork. And then you go upstairs and you have all the bedrooms, 2 kids' bedrooms, a guest bedroom, and a master bedroom. The main bedrooms has been chosen by the parents in the best spot of the house, obviously. And it feels a bit like an hotel room because it's quite vast, it's quite well arranged and thought through in all details. Look at the back and you have these wonderful large windows and the dancing shutters. The dancing shutters, they're traditional shutters, timber shutters, which open and shut all together in synchrony, like beautiful ballet. The kids' bedrooms, each one has got his own character. The kids feel very at ease in that place, and they're fortunate because they've got the beautiful front veranda to go out, play the guitar, have a good contact with front garden, which is kind of lush and beautiful garden, very private with lots of trees. A little lobby into the landing, which is formed with the original doors that reuse them as linen cupboards. The stair from the first floor goes up an extra level and winds up to the viewing room, which is at the top.
We have a long-standing relationship with Luigi and we work collaboratively that appears to have been completed by one set of hands. My name's Alice Ben. I'm an associate interior designer at All Wheel Interiors. We've created a fresh and modern interior, primarily with the use of a white, calm base. We built upon that with the pink tones, the blue tones, the tobacco tones. The home accommodates for a busy family by delineating the spaces, by creating a room at the front of the house that was more for family living, after school, TV watching. We did that by using more durable fabrics to handle that kind of daily wear and tear. Marble is like an artwork in itself. Each slab is different and provokes different emotions and feelings. In the kitchen, we selected a marble called Calcutta Max. It's got a fresh base with these beautiful caramel overtones, which worked really beautifully with the timber that we selected for the weaving pattern on the front of the island bench. My favourite part of the house is this living room. The curves and the shapes of the furniture we were challenged by on plan, but have been really proud to see how they've come together and they occupy this space. We see it as a showpiece home that can really pivot between being a showpiece and being a family home.
Most difficult aspect was to build a new garage. In this northern Sydney suburbs, council basically doesn't like any garage at the front of a property. Having been able to hide it under a landscaped berm designed by William Dangar was very conducive. People can walk on top of this garage roof, go around this hill and you'll find the front door. It was a good way of disguising it without having these terrible double car garage doors facing you and obliterating the frontage of a house. William Dangar has been able to, with the little space that we had, create an excellent, compact but very effective tropical garden. The palm next to the chimney where the fireplace of the living room is have this kind of victory sign which is in line with the architecture of the window behind it. To work with a heritage listed house, you have to have one particular attitude, and it is to love and to like that house.